Okay, I'm just going to go through all the flaws of the car. I thought this would be better than taking pictures. I can actually get to them, point them out, and walk up on them, and you can see them really good. Actually just halfway detailed it to make it look better. The shinier the car is, the more you can see issues, if there's any flaws in the paint and waves or whatever. We'll start with back here. There's a little place. It's like a dull spot in the paint. Not exactly sure what that is. It's always been there. This is through here. The problem right here is this right here. It's cracked right there. It's bubbled. Down the side of the car. This is the side they said there was a major problem. I'll show you what the problem actually is, which I don't consider it major. Along the seams of the body where they put the body together and weld it together, it's cracked. There's a cracked one right there. That one actually I put silicone in it, and it held up pretty good and hasn't changed at all. There's a couple of other places, like there's one right there. It's like in a seam of in the car. And then this is the big one, the one they said that was the major problem where it bulged out, and you can kind of see where it bulges if you really look. I mean, it's nothing major. It's like as big as my hand is, like that, and just barely comes out. That's where water actually gets in behind there and kind of sets. And you can actually, whenever it rains or something, if you leave it outside, you can actually push on that and the water will squirt out. I mean, I'm sure you can take it to a body shop and get that fixed, or they'll take it there and get it checked out anyway before you get it. But those cracks are the only major problems. There's just little, like right there, there's a little crack. This is all normal wear and tear for a limo, from what I've read and what I've heard. They're just so long, and this one's a huge one, so I don't know if you can see. Get back, you can really get a good look at how long this bad boy is. And it's big. Car has a few dings here and there on it. And actually, I just looked at the inspection sticker, so it was inspected by the state of West Virginia on 6 months this year, which is June. There's a couple rock chips here and there, not very many. There's one right there and one right there. Front actually looks pretty good. There's another little rock chip right there. I could put some black touch-up paint on that, and it would look fine. You never see it. It's a couple, but any car 4 or 5 years old has little rock chips here and there on it. This is down the side of the other side of the car. This right here is bubbled up a little bit right through here, and there's a crack right there. Just normal wear and tear, what I was telling you about. There's a crack right here on the seam. And there's a little place right there too. Fairly straight. Going down the side, there's a little place right there, just tiny. Here's the other cross member. On that cross member, there's a crack right there, and there's a crack right there. And there's a little crack right there. This is actually just the seam, I believe. Down the back of the car. It's a dual exhaust, 4.2 V8 motor. It's got plenty of power. Definitely doesn't have any problems hauling people around. Let's get in the front and look at it now. It looks pretty good in the front. I mean, out of a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it an 8. So, let me find the key, I'll start it up. It's all leather, it's got Alpine. This is Alpine on the speaker covers, so I guess it's Alpine stereo. It's got all these stuff on the steering wheel. I think that one's for your cell phone. I guess you can Bluetooth link up your cell phone with the car somehow. I'm not sure what all this stuff really does. I don't know. I think one of them turns the fog lights on. I'm not really sure what that one does. It's got like a timer looking thing. Trunk release. It's got all your power windows, locks, mirrors. I guess there's a memory you can put in the seat so it'll remember a couple of settings. It's all power seats, no leather. It's all a nice wood grain dash. And it looks really good up here. Also, it has a moonroof or a sunroof, whichever one you call it. Let me start it up. Alright. Starts right up. That's it. It says doors open, brakes on. Alright, you hit the button and the moonroof comes open. Shuts. You got his and hers, I guess, temperature gauges, so you can change the temperature on each side of the car, which I don't know how well that works. Never tried. The AC works great though. It's got heated seats. It's got a CD player, which I've used before, so it works. I think there's a 6-disc CD changer or 10-disc CD changer behind the seat, which I've never used, but I've always just put one CD up here. I don't really listen to CDs that much. Parking brake. I'm not sure what that S button is. It's your emergency lights. I'm not sure what these buttons do either. There's a row of buttons there. I don't know. Oh, that's just for a light. These buttons, I'm not sure. Sunglasses holder. You turn around. And you look at the back. You can see behind the seats where all the brain is to the back stuff. You can look back there. And this is... There's a wall that actually comes out. It's partition. Inside the glove box, you can see that there's controls to a lot of stuff. You can just turn the power off to a lot of things. So you can put the partition off, or you can lock everything, or turn the TVs off, or whatever. Alright, let's go check out the back. Alright. This is the back. It's in really good shape, really. There's a couple little places on the seats. Where are they at? They're just like little scrapes. They're not cut or anything. There's one little place right there on the seat. It's not all the way through. This seat right here has a couple little wear spots. There's 3 TVs back here. There's 2 of them. The other one's pointing the other direction on that side of that partition right there. There's a touch screen right here. This controls like the fan speed. Turn the AC up or heat. That right there controls the partition. Make it go up, get a little privacy. That right there is for bar lights. It'll turn the lights on at the bar. You got 4 lights, dome lights. This right here is a hood button. It says hood. It controls. It's hard to see now, but at nighttime it really shows up. It looks like stars in the ceiling. It's a metal ceiling and it has like these little holes cut out, and it's got LED lights behind it, and it changes colors and sparkles like stars. It's really cool. And you got, this is the fiber optic light I was telling you about. It constantly switches from color to color to color. It shows up really good at nighttime. It's hard to see now. It's not nighttime. Okay, this side I told you about the fiber optic lights wasn't working. There's 2 rows right here that don't come on, and I think this is a fiber optic light around the bar that doesn't come on, and there's a fiber optic light right here. They all run down to one area, and I think it runs down to one light. And the lights up front, I just haven't got into it to work on it or mess with it. It wasn't really concerning me because it's no big deal really. It didn't affect the vehicle. This right here is a CD player and DVD player. Oh, also on this touchscreen control, you got static. It turns these static lights on. It's really cool. Looks good at nighttime. This right here is a DVD player. We'll turn it on. It plays. It's coming on right now. It's hard to tell. get some cold air coming back here. Yeah, it's on. That's it. That's the DVD player. Sometimes you have to change the settings. This right here controls whether it's on like what input it is, like a CD, whether you want to do it a CD or whether you want to listen to the radio, or you hit that button again, goes to tuner, MP3, CD, auxiliary. Auxiliary is one for the DVD player that needs to be on before. This right here is the sound. I'm not sure what all this other stuff does. I think the instruction book's in the trunk, but I've never had need to use it or read it or anything. This is the bar area. It's got glasses all the way down. It's got a place for, I guess, a champagne bottle. It's got these little bins. It's got 3 of these right here going down. And of course there's more glasses over there, more glasses up there. And then on each side of the seat over there, those round things are speakers. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about this too. The headliner has a couple little places in it, like right there. It looks like somebody had some problems over here before and somebody glued it up. It needs to be glued back up again. It's hard to see it. It needs to be pulled straight and glued up. It's not really that noticeable, especially at nighttime. Whenever you're just looking back, you can't see it unless you're really up on it. So that's why I never worried about fixing it. And you got the back seats. There's two. See those things right there, and right there. Those are mirrors that come down for the back seat. Of course, you got this big J seat right through here. And I think that's about it. But if you have any questions or anything, just give me a call and I'll maybe get a closer look at other things if you'd like or whatever. But that's it.